What's going on, guys? Welcome. I am doing a market live stream. I am back. So it was a long extended vacation. I'm glad to be back. Hopefully you guys still remember me, but I am here. So thank you guys for tuning in. We're gonna go over the market like we always do. We'll break down some of your guys' stocks. I do have a couple that I'm gonna break down first, but we're gonna get right into the market. As usual, we're gonna break down the major indexes. We're gonna talk about just what happened today, and I do have a NEO video that is coming out after this, so stay tuned for that. What's up, Double? Glad to see you, man. I'm glad for you to be here. Thank you, and it's glad to be back. So as usual, guys, we're going to break down the overall market and just talk about the day we had. So have been going for quite some time, haven't live streamed for quite some time. But the market has been on a steady uptrend lately. We're making higher lows. We've been testing all-time highs several times now over the course of last week and the week before that. So it's been a very good week on the market. We've been doing very good. As you can see, this easy uptrend pattern to see. Last week we had the data come out with the inflation. It may be a concern. It may be higher than they thought. And then we saw that reaction. Literally the next day on Friday, the market said, okay, we don't care about that, and pumped right back up to all-time highs. So been a crazy, just crazy events going on. We have a lot of people talking, Powell talking, and there's just a huge amount of volatility. What's up, Abdul, man? Glad to see you here. So we've had just a crazy amount of volatility on the market for sure. So I do think in the near future we are going to get a deeper pullback. I mentioned this in what's up, Daniel? Good to see you, man. Glad to see you here. It's been a long time since you've been back. What are your thoughts on CCIV? Yeah, DeQuavis, I got you, bro. I'm breaking down the indexes first, and I got you. And well, after a couple, because I got some other for Daniel to do. But what was I talking about? Okay, yeah, I was talking about. Sorry, I got sidetracked. I was talking about a pullback on the market. So I mentioned this in my NEO video that's going to be coming out. So we had this pullback right here. So we got it. We got super extended. We consolidated, did a double top, whatever you want to call it, fell down, right? But what was important about this pullback is we never got below these lows right here. We never even tested it really, and that put us in that higher low. So my thought process behind this is that we do kind of like the same pullback, but instead we pull back down to here or here, somewhere in this area right here, either here or here. Either one would be fine. Wouldn't worry if we pulled all the way down to here. But what it would signify is that we're making these higher lows. So right here is the first low, or you can even consider this. So right here, and then this one up here. So that's what I'd be on the lookout for. Now, if we did break that, that's when I would switch gears, and I would probably say that we might go a lot lower, guys. If we get below this right here on the next pullback that we do have, we may be in for some type of major correction. So be on the lookout for that. I'm not saying that that's going to happen, but if we get below this right here, guys, these last lows right here, we'll probably see some type of major correction. It might not even be a crash. The SPY, same. I'll show you guys the SPY, which is the same thing. If we do get below a certain point, we may see some type of major crash. How do you make the gaps? Oh, what do you mean? What do you mean by gaps? I'm not too sure about what you mean by that, man. So let me look at the SPY real quick for you guys. SPY, it had an awesome day today. Really, the SPY was kind of looking like we were already starting that move down further, but today the buyers really showed up. What I was watching out for the SPY at least was this area right here, this high right here, what we did get above. What do you mean by gaps though? I don't have gaps. How do you make the gaps? I'm on, this is a future contract, so I don't really have gaps here. You can see it picks up where it last set off. On stocks, it has gaps because like right here there are gaps. Like right here, Apple closed here this day, but then opened up right here. I don't know what you mean by gaps, man. I really don't. the green thing in the bottom. You talking about this right here? This isn't a gap, man. That's not a gap. You just get, what you do is you get, what I do, I get a horizontal line like this right here. And then you make a rectangle like that, and then you get literally the rectangle tool and then do this. That's all you do. And you can color it whatever color you want. Like I can do that any color I want. So that's how I do it. There may be other ways to do it, but that's how I do it, man. But anyway, so I was talking about the spot. So hopefully that helped, by the way. Hopefully that helped answer your question. Just use the rectangle tool. Literally the rectangle tool is on this one, hit rectangle. So the SPY, yeah. So the SPY was testing this level right here is what I was watching. And on Friday, we had an ugly close. Friday, the NASDAQ looked good. SPY didn't look good at all, right? Today, a buyer showed up. We got above this level that we need to get above. But the SPY, I thought, was already starting its descent lower. I really thought the SPY was coming back down. It could still be coming back down. This is not, it's going back up to all-time highs by any means. No, we still got to pay attention to these certain levels right here. Specifically, this level right here, this last low right here, we broke that on Friday, and that's why I thought we were going to really start heading back down lower. But buyer showed up today, so right now we did survive today. But if we sell off and we get below this level, then we're probably heading down to the 4,000 level at least, which would be 400 on SPY. I know, Daniel, you did call it SPY, so we're going to look at those individual ones, but these are the indexes. So if we break that, then we are probably coming down to 4,000 at least. We break 4,000, then we'll just talk about that when we get there, but it may be some major selling pressure to come. So I'm going to look at the ETFs, QQQ and SPY for Daniel. He called that out. So they basically just mimic the NASDAQ and the S&P 500. So these are just the ETFs. Same scenario with that. Definitely testing all-time highs. So definitely going to be watching out for 345. We got a little support right here at 340. So watch this area, break above or break below. We break below, that's when I'll say, hey, we're probably coming back down a little lower. This is where I was talking about, guys, where if we do see a sell-off, maybe we test the top of 325. So we test the top of 325, and then we pump up from there, making that higher low. So that's assuming we hold this level. That's what I've been looking out if I'm a bull. If we break that, then we'll probably have some ways to go. And if we break this, then definitely probably going to have a crash of some sort. So that's something you guys need to be on the lookout for. But like I said earlier, I'm not trying to bring any fear in the market or nothing like that. I know people have been throwing around the word crash recently. It's possible. It's possible. Definitely, we are kind of up there on the market, as you can see. So we definitely could have some type of major correction. But right now, we're doing fine. Nothing is showing off warning shots, so I wouldn't be scared as of this moment. But in the shorter term, definitely want to see some type of bigger pullback on QQQ so we can sustain this uptrend that we've been on for quite some time. With the SPY, this one kind of is worrying me a little bit. It's starting to pull over here, and it's already looking like it's starting its descent, which is kind of bad. Definitely you want to see SPY get back above 425. I know that's all-time highs, but definitely needs to get back above that for sure. So that's what's worrying me a little bit, because it doesn't look as good as the NASDAQ, or it doesn't have a lot of cushion. Because if we get below 406, guys, then we definitely are going to see some type of major pullback. If we get below 406, guys, I can see it heading all the way back down to 372 around this area at the very least, and that would be a crash. Even then, still in the bigger picture, it's had this awesome ride. So definitely, guys, am watching out on certain things, and you should be mindful of that too, that something major could be happening. I'm not saying it is, but we just got to watch these key levels. Right now, though, everything is still an uptrend. We are trending up. We haven't broken that trend. So until that breaks, the trend is your friend, and don't just jump short yet, or I wouldn't, until we do break that trend. But as of right now, every sell-off that we have seen has been bought up. We saw the sell-off with the inflation concerns. We saw that, and then literally the next day we got bought back up and headed to all-time highs. So as of right now, with concerns of inflation and just all that being thrown around, the market doesn't seem to really care as of right now. Now it could get worse depending on if we get more data with if inflation is increasing, faster like they say they are, and what the Feds are going to do in response to that. So keep that in mind as well. We have a long ways to go before that crash does happen, I think, until we break that trend like I mentioned before. So BABA, haven't done BABA in quite some time, but literally BABA, it needs to hold this 211 area. If we don't hold this 211 area, then we probably will head, let's see, back down to at least 196. So that's where I'm looking at for the next major support. But it has been holding this. But after this initial drop back in April, it has done nothing. And that's unfortunate. We had this major drop, and it's just been consolidating since then. So really, I wouldn't get my hopes up for BABA until we at least get back above 230. So at least want to see us get back above 230. We get back above that, then I will be confident with BABA heading back to its old levels. But until then, we do have quite some time for that. So that's what I've been looking out for that, Daniel. Oh yeah, and I also forgot I need to go over crypto as well. Crypto's hurting right now, but we will go over that. So BIDU, this one, same thing, hasn't been doing anything really since its major drop back in April as well. So it dropped from 217 to around this 186 area. It's tried to push up, but it's literally been around the same price point for 2 months now. So for this one as well, needs to get back above 215, at least around where that last drop was. We get back above that, then I'll be confident, at least it returning back to some type of previous levels. But this literally looks like a pump and dump to me. I know this is a pretty big company, pretty big stock as well. So it's crazy it even hit these levels back then. And, it's lost almost half of what it was at. So definitely want to see it get back above 215 to start with, and then we can go from there and talk about what could happen. VIC, haven't seen that one in a while. VIC, this one's been pretty dead as well. Now this one had a huge drop off. I forgot what it was about. I remember back during when that drop off happened. I caught you off guard. It's okay, Daniel. Now you're back caught up with us. I just want to know how low crypto will go. I bought some Doge today. Yeah, man, I forgot. Normally we go over crypto first, but I forgot it. But we will definitely go over crypto next once I get done with Daniel's. VIC. Oh, you're talking about BIDU. Got you. Okay. Oh, I was just saying it looked like characteristics of a pump and dump, just how it looked. I know it's not because obviously how big that company is. But I was just saying it looked like characteristics. This one I forgot what happened with this one. Man, I remember the news. I remember when this happened. It was another one just like this. It's where this fund sold off like over, I don't know, I forgot what this was about. But this one, it's just literally been dead, been doing nothing. It's just staying between 43 and 38. Till we break above 48 again, I don't see a considerable amount happening until that. But yeah, I literally remember this. Something happened with that. I forgot. I remember at the time though. It was something major. Yeah, that's what it was. I knew it was with some type of fund. Got you. Okay. Yeah, I knew it was something major. Apple has been doing really good actually, but I do want to point out that the market has been at all-time highs, and Apple it hasn't been able to break this level right here. Apple has been lagging behind a considerable amount. What's really been carrying the market is Microsoft and Facebook, and Amazon as well. Each time I come to the stream, I got allergies bad, man. I don't know what it is, but I've had allergies for quite some time now. But yeah, it's just allergies. Price target is easily $60. Let's hope so, man. Let's hope so it recovers that. But yeah, Apple. So definitely want to see Apple get back above these previous highs of 135, which it can easily cover. It had almost a $2 day today, which is good. You got carpet, like in my house? Yeah, I do. I have both, carpet and regular floors. And I have dogs too, but I don't think it's because of the dogs. Back when spring happened, it was the pollen. But it's not as bad as it was. In terms of options, I watch Apple Yeah, I love Apple. I really do. I really do. We tested this breakout last time around here. Um, so Apple's looking good though. Previously, in the very shorter term, what happened that it found support here at 129, right? Found support at 129, and then we have this resistance at 132.22. Around this area, we try to get above it, broke out, and it makes sense. Makes sense why this is a resistance right now. It's because it was a support over here. Look how we bounced right here. Look how we bounced out of here. Now this old support is acting as our new resistance. But what's important is that today we pulled all the way back to 129. Guess where we found buyers? Right there. Literally found buyers there. Now we're back at the resistance. Question is tomorrow, or we can continue that momentum and break out of that resistance, or is the same thing going to happen and we fall back down to support? So definitely going to be on alert for this. Definitely going to be on alert for the rejection. Is the same story going to happen where we just fall back down, or are we finally going to break through? What would be important is if we did break through and we held it, kind of like we did over here, and then I would say we'll be testing these highs very soon. But if we get rejected, probably coming back on that 129, and that may be an area where you could load up. And so far, it's been proven many times, 1, 2, 3 times that we've held that support. So that may be an area where you want to, buy in at, have your stop loss right underneath this last wick as protection, and just really ride that out. That would be a good buy point. It really would be. I gotta say those medications more. I know there's some good. I just take the generic ones over the counter. If you want to get prescribed ones, you gotta go to the doctor and get all this blood work done. And I don't feel like doing all of that. I'm not a fan of blood work, but it's not that bad. It's not really bothering me. So yeah, Apple would be on very high alert for me for sure. Definitely on high alert. Watch this resistance right here tomorrow. Now the market's pumping up right now, so we may see that breakout above. But as I mentioned earlier in the beginning when I went over the Nasdaq, the market it looks like it needs a pullback. It really does. We're starting to get up there, pull back down to here. So if we do get that pullback, Apple most likely is coming lower. Now it could still stay up. Of course, it could still stay up with that pullback happens because the QQQ is just a composite of all of them. But the likelihood is that we probably would see some type of pullback. So definitely be on the lookout for that with regards to Apple. But still, obviously, a really good stock. Has really good $2 swings, which you can capitalize on options like Daniel mentioned. So just really good opportunity all around for Apple. Really like it as well. One of my favorites for sure. I play options alone as well. So we have a support here at 934. We have a resistance here at 1095. Oh yeah, Daniel, I was gonna tell you. So I do debit spreads, right? Well, I got into other stuff as well. I got into put credit spreads, got into put debit spreads, call credit spreads, all that. So when I told you I had a QQQ puts, I'm actually in a QQQ put debit spread. So it's literally the exact opposite of a call debit spread. So same concept, just you make money when it goes down. I'm looking at leap calls for BABA. Apple for swing. Yeah, definitely. I'm definitely on the lookout for the signal to go for my puts for the SPY. I'm already in some QQQ ones that might have been premature. May have to take loss on that for sure. But man, because I do think a little bit of a drop is coming. What do you think about a 50 strike price for NEO expiring 820? Yeah, we'll go over NEO real quick once I get done with the ride. Ride, same thing. It's not really been doing a lot either. But I would be watching this area right here between 1095 and 934. Hold that support. We're good. Break above that resistance. That's when I'll start looking out for the continued on the uptrend. 1540 is the next area I'm going to look out for. Definitely want to get back above that. Golden nugget. Golden, man, I remember when we were watching this thing. But, it had its low points hit all the way. Wow, $10. What I've been on the lookout for golden, definitely don't want to get much below 1281. That was a strong support right here. So definitely on the very edge of that. If we get below that, next smaller level I've been on the lookout for is around 1241. So, but it has been making just lower high. So take that in consideration as well. So definitely needs to start turning around here. And maybe this is the turnaround. This was the last low. This is the new one. So we turn around for that. That's what I've been looking out for. Nice. Daniel, I hope it hits for you, man. So yeah, I just made a video on Neo. It's gonna come out soon. But so you're saying 50 strike price for 820. I mean, yeah. I mean, if you can afford it, I would definitely get a closer one, like $47. So at the money. So I would, if I was doing that, I would definitely, I would definitely get one like at $47, closer at the money. Um, I would cut it. I would like cut my losses if we broke that 44.67 support. If we break that, we're heading lower on Neo. But Neo is doing amazing. Really liking it. Really finally broke out of this little rut right here. Testing that from the top side, and that's exactly what you want to see it. So I'd give it all the room. If it fell down to 44.67 while I was holding that call, I would not worry at all. Where I would cut it is probably right below this last candle wick right here, which is $44. So keep that in mind with your strategy. If you do get that call, I would just hold it. Do remember though that time is kind of against your side with a naked contract, so you really wanted to make that move fast. You don't want it to stay, consolidating for quite some time with a naked contract. So keep that in mind as well when you are buying that. I'm not playing gold, just reminiscing. Oh, nice, man. Yeah, I remember it, man. I remember those days. Yeah. So I, like Daniel said, 47. I would definitely get an at the money for sure. Because $50 strike, that's pretty. I mean, it's not too out of the money, but it's not that bad. But you get a lot more movement if you get closer to that 40, where it's at right now. And plus, if we do get some type of pullback, it's not really going to hurt as much as if you had that 51. If you have that 51 and we do pull back down to 44, you would feel it. You would definitely feel it, lose a lot of its value. Whereas if you get a little closer to 47, then it wouldn't hurt as much. I mean, it still would, but it wouldn't hurt nearly as much as that further out of the money one. So definitely, I would personally get that at the money. Man, crypto is just getting pummeled. Wow, crazy indeed. Last time I followed crypto was this initial drop right here. But I'm definitely watching this support. You don't want this 29. You don't want this breaking right here. So we may come down and test 29,000 again. If we do, that's fine. But you don't want that breaking. Man, I thought we were out of the woods when we got up here. I would have betted that we would have continued that uptrend because we got above these last highs right here. We were staying underneath here. We got above it. We held above it. But then we just sold off. So that would have fooled me as well. But crypto definitely needs to hold this 29,000 level for sure. Man. ADA, I've just been buying this one. I don't really care about what this price is. I just keep buying every week. I buy this one. This is the one I believe in the most, to be honest with you guys. I really love ADA. This one's just going horizontal as well. So don't want ADA breaking 107. Really don't want it breaking that. Until then, we just going horizontal. How are the altcoins? ADA, I like ADA. I guess can you consider that altcoin? I mean, it's really been gaining some popularity. I guess you still consider it an altcoin, but it's like it's called Crypto 3.0. I bet his portfolio is not looking too hot right now. Ethereum also is one of those ones that really went up high. Ethereum, definitely want to see it hold that 1,877 support, but guys, my advice for crypto, really, we're still in its infant stages. I know these days may seem long, these weeks may seem long, these months may seem long, but trust me, we're still in the infant stages of these crypto. It hasn't even been adopted, globally yet. So trust me, guys. I do think, we're gonna go over Doge. I do think we're definitely in the infant stages of cryptos. I think this is just the beginning. And it's just a matter of waiting. A year does seem a lot to wait, but when you consider how much these things could be at, especially, I think Cardano is going to be one of the best ones. It was 100K. He probably lost half of it. He definitely lost half of it. Because look what Bitcoin was at. Look what Bitcoin was at. It was at 63,000. Look what it's at now. So it's definitely 50,000 or less. Same with Ethereum. Ethereum lost half its value as well. Cardano. Almost. I did actually. Yeah, Cardano's lost half its value as well. But I would just literally hold on to these things, guys, for sure. I like them. I'm gonna hold on for years. I'm gonna just keep buying them. It's like a savings account. You just add some in it and just forget about it, and that's what I've been doing for Cardano specifically. Now, Doge is a little different, guys. I know I've talked about Doge many times before. I don't think this is the one I normally chart out, but it will work. Same purpose. Doge. I don't have any problem with people making money off meme coins at all, but you gotta understand that it's just something I wouldn't hold long term. I really wouldn't, guys, because it literally doesn't have a meaning behind it. Like, it doesn't stand for anything. Like, we know what Cardano, Ethereum, all that, they have something that they stand for. Dogecoin literally a meme coin, and of course you can make money off of it, but it's just something I don't know if I would hold it long term, because there's so much that's being, made every second. I don't know if I would feel comfortable with that. But obviously, there was money to be made back here, but longer term, unless it gets like widely adopted, like it was trying to with Tesla and the Mavericks, Mark Cuban. So who knows? Maybe it will serve some type of purpose. But as of right now, out of all of them, I wouldn't feel comfortable holding this. What's up, Ethernet man? Glad to see you, bro. But market activity sounds like it was the same. Well, yeah, they have actually been. Bitcoin has been it's been like selling off a lot more aggressively than the other ones. I will say that. But definitely lately, all of them been selling off right now at the same time. But there was a time where recently actually that Bitcoin was aggressively selling off, and really Cardano and Ethereum, they weren't really selling off like that. So Dogecoin, definitely you don't want to break in this 16 cent area. Definitely want to see Doge get back above. Let's get back above 28 cent, 29 cent. So definitely look out for that. Hey Daniel, while you're away, did you see Elon Musk Saturday Night Live thing? We were all talking about it when it happened. It's kind of cringe. It was kind of cringe for sure, but it was good. There were some ones that were good, but it was kind of cringe. Spot. What's up, Ethernet? Gonna do yours for you for sure, man. Spotify looks like a good one. Gold is my new savings account. So 236 for Spot. Don't want it breaking that level. Was a previous support over here. That's kind of acting like a resistance. You saw it. Oh my goodness, man. That was some crazy stuff. There were some that were good, and there were some that were very cringe. What's up, Felix? How you doing, man? Appreciate you stopping by. Appreciate all y'all stopping by. Thank you, guys. I know I've been on an extended vacation. Feel good. It feels good to be back. And I do have a Neo video coming out after this stream. Just gotta edit it and post it. But yeah, so Spot definitely have a resistance here at 251.17. Need to see us get above that. We got rejected previously. Came back down here, tested the support that we drew out, and now it's trying to test that again. So if you want to see some type of breakout happen, buyers need to show up around this 251 area. We get back above that, I think we will do fairly good with Spot, but still has quite some ways to go. Spot definitely does have quite some ways to go. So actually the first step would be get above 251, obviously, but then really want to see us get eventually back above 291. Now this may be a good one to just go ahead and buy. It is at that support right here. It didn't break it, which was good. If I were to get this one right now, I would honestly not be worried until it broke probably 232. Really has been a strong support before, so this one might be a really good one to have a good opportunity to go ahead and just buy in. But definitely it is on sale considering what it was at. I like it though. I like Spotify, even though I am Apple Music gang. I use Apple Music over Spotify, but I do like the company as a whole. DraftKings has been on quite some tear. Hit highs of $73, came back down. So right now what we're working with DraftKings is that it is making higher lows from this initial drop. So you want to see that continue. So you don't want to see it break. You don't want to see it break 47.36. Breaks 47.36. We are heading lower. So definitely this needs to be the higher low, and we need to start pushing up for sure. Use Apple Music too. Yeah, that's what's up, man. That's definitely what's up. But yeah, so overall, guys, I'd be very cautious with the market. I forgot to do IWM before we leave, guys. Russell, I think I had that. Yeah, Russell. I know I'm doing this one because Ethernet likes it. Started doing this one because he really likes his small cap stuff. So doing this for you, Ethernet. But I mean, there hasn't been much to talk about because look what it's doing. Look what it's doing. It's literally going sideways. Out of all of them, though, this is probably the best thing to happen. Like, literally, this is probably the best thing that happened for the IWM is for this to pull over. Once again, it had its monster rally, and now it's just pulling over. And NASDAQ and QQQ, or sorry, not, they're the same thing. But NASDAQ and SPY is what I meant to say. They're doing the same thing. They need to do the same thing. Sorry, they need to do the same thing as this one. This one's been pulling over for, look how many months it's been pulling over. This is good. This is what you want to see. This is how you avoid a crash. You do this right here. You do this on the market because the stock's it's either going to pull down or it's going to do this, pull over, and this is beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful. It's very boring, but this is good for the market conditions for sure. I'm okay with this. It needs to do this some more. I think it needs to do this all the way through August, to be honest with you guys, and I can see it doing that, and that's completely fine. And then it does that same breakout. Yeah, we'll go over Jumia, but once again, until it breaks this, not bearish. Until it breaks above that and holds above it, not bullish. So just staying stagnant, man, and that's okay. I'm okay with that. Like I mentioned before, after this monster rally we had like this is so okay. And I actually like this. This is a beautiful sight to see. Unlike we had this, where don't get me wrong, I enjoy it when it does this, but it's not okay to sustain. The new companies, yeah, Ethernet, you can go ahead and share them in chat, man. I know you had a link. I'm not sure if you shared them or not, but go ahead and share that in chat for us, so we can see it in the Discord chat. That is. Jumia it had its run as well, pumped up to here to what 67, but man, definitely needs to hold $27. Definitely needs to hold $27. If not, we're probably heading lower, and I'll definitely be on the lookout for $21.59. But you want to see it get back above 30 at 87 for sure. This last low right here. If not, then we're still making higher lows. Dot's girlfriend Mar is included. Oh, you want to look at Mar? Okay, we'll look at Mar real quick. We'll look at Mar. Last time I looked at Mar, we were in this channel right here. We obviously broke out of that. So Mar needs to hold this area right as well. So Mar, until crypto recovers, this is still going to struggle. But this might be one that you want to just accumulate as well. This may be one that you just want to hold on to and just ride that wave back up. Who knows? But overall, with regards to the market, just stay cautious, guys. Trend is still up with the SPY and the NASDAQ. But I do see some type of pullback. And if that pullback does go lower, then we'll probably see some type of crash. But we're not there yet by any means. We're still at all-time highs. Even if we do, which I'm hoping we pull back down to this area for the QQQ, I wouldn't be worried. I wouldn't see a crash coming until we break this level right here. And definitely if we get below these lows right here, a crash is coming. Other than that, market's still looking good. The trend is still up. Trend is your friend. Always remember that, guys. Glad to be back, and I definitely will see you guys tomorrow. And don't forget, I am coming out with a NEO video tonight, so stay tuned for that. Other than that, guys, I will see you tomorrow.